Welcome back, everyone, to another week of RedZone RoundUp. We got week 3 action coming at you. We're your go-to weekly coverage throughout the entire 2023 season. Hosted by yours truly, Bryce Fry, and my friend and co-host, Isaiah Santos. And we're here to bring you week 3 action.
Let's go,
You ready,
bro.
Isaiah?
Let's go.
All right, let's get it.
Born ready.
Yes, sir. All right, guys, let's get this thing kicked off with some quarter 1 action. Let's go over a little week 3 matchup results and updated divisional standings. A lot of crazy action this week, and we're getting a little dicey now that we're getting a few weeks in. You know, things are kind of starting to shake out a little bit within the divisions.
Absolutely, yeah.
We had some pretty good matchups this week.
Yeah, man. I mean, starting Thursday, the Giants, 49ers, Giants coming off that impressive comeback win. Start the game off kind of shaky, looking not so good against the 49ers. You know, you lost your star running back Saquon. Brock Purdy is now 11-0 as a starter. Minus, he does have that one loss, but he got hurt against the Eagles last year in the playoffs.
Right.
But,
hey,
it is
stout,
what it
though.
is. 11-0
that's
pretty impressive. And then Christian McCaffrey doing his thing as always. And the other hand, 12 o'clock games. I was pretty upset, watching that Colts and Ravens game. I don't know if you saw at the end of the PI. Should have been called, no call, but completely.
I'm not familiar with the call you're talking about now. Some
like
wacky things going on over there, or what? A little cheating?
Yeah, and you know what? It might have been some cheating, but
you think those refs got a little hand in the action, or what?
They might have had a little parlay
had a few
going.
bet slips in there. Yeah,
they had a little parlay going.
Man, hey, they gotta feed the kids too, man.
Yeah, no, but that Colts kicker, bro, he came in clutch for him, man. He had 4 50-yard field goals, 50-yard+ yard field goals. It was like 54, 53, 53, and then to win the game, 53. Like, that's pretty absurd to see.
Yeah, so that's pretty impressive.
It was a good week of football for sure, man. A lot of
it was, man. It was. Like you said, got it started with that big dub by the 49ers. They took it home at home against the Giants.
Mm-hmm.
Then you had the Bills kind of making a little bit of a statement. I'm not going to get too crazy about it, but they did win by 34 points, basically 5 possessions. That's solid. That's pretty good thumping. And it was an away game. So got to support the boys. Got to give them a little shout out. Go Bills.
Shout out to the Bills.
I think the one of the bigger upsets of the weekend to me personally was the Cowboys losing to the Cardinals the way they did.
Man,
kind of they're backtracking a little, so I'm interested to see how that goes next week.
Dak Prescott got to get it together.
No, he does. They got a lot of work on over there for sure. But I like Tony Pollard. He's a beast. So they keep feeding him the rock. Good things are going to happen. Just gotta figure it out. But long season, so they'll get it figured out. Another upset was the Vikings. I think that they are definitely. I mean, I wanted the Chargers to win, but I also think that it's pretty upsetting that the Vikings have started the way that they had. I mean, they obviously have not had an ideal start to the season. So I mean that's disappointing. And then I also think the Ravens was an upset. You're talking about how the kicker kind of came in clutch for the Colts, but I think that's an upset for the Ravens side. I mean, Lamar Jackson, those boys need to get it going. Those are games at home that you need to win. We got. I mean,
they had a depleted team. They had like a whole bunch of missing starters. The weather was terrible. They could have won it. But Justin Tucker missed that 60-yard field goal, or I don't know. It's a long field goal. Came up short.
League. Yeah.
NFL's a weekly Zach league. Moss ran that ball down there, throw it all game.
He had a solid game.
Running like a monster. Yeah.
No, dude had a solid game. So I mean, I'm not taking anything away from the Colts. I got my boy Colin Granson, tight end over there. Just got his first touchdown of the year this year. Shout out.
Yeah.
But they're looking good, and I actually like Anthony Richardson. I hope he comes back, and I hope he tears it up over there. But I think that is a pretty upsetting game by the Ravens. So yeah, let's go
Yeah.
into the divisional standings. I got that pulled up. So I say obviously, as anybody noticed, the Miami Dolphins are off to one of the hottest starts of the season this year. 3-0,
Amazing what they're
abs-
doing.
absolutely demolished
Blew them
Sean
out by
Payton
50.
and Dangerous. So blew them out.
Dangerous.
Um, you do have one of the tighter divisions, AFC North and the NFC South. You got a lot of 2-1 teams. So those games are kind of going to be decided in these next few weeks, especially as you start to get divisional uh, matchups in there. But
Yeah.
but yeah, so I think my early kind of thoughts on these divisional standings that we're looking at, AFC North. I'm looking at the Baltimore Ravens. I'm saying not to sleep on them. I'm not a hater on the Steelers. I don't think that they're going to continue to lead this division all season. I think it really depends on what Lamar's team
The
healthiness wise, and
Steelers.
obviously what he does. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I love Najee Harris, so I hope the best
He's
for
got to
him.
get it going,
But
man. He's got to get it going.
no, yeah,
That
they
Jalen Warren's taking his shine, and it's kind of depressing to watch for him. And who
yeah.
knows? He could get traded this year, depending on what happens, or next year. But
No, yeah.
watch
I
out for those
mean,
Browns, though, man. The Browns, they just held Derrick Henry to 20
man,
yards. Like what?
I do not
Uh,
think that Deshaun Watson looks good
you know,
though. I don't,
no,
the eyeball test.
nah,
Obviously, look at their games. They're playing good football, but
yeah,
they're playing some broken teams. I'm not trying
yeah,
to take,
yeah,
I'm not trying to discredit them, but
yeah.
I personally don't think Deshaun Watson's looking good. I don't think he's
I think
looking
that defense is
amazing.
what's holding it together for him.
Yeah, no,
I mean,
I
despite
don't.
them losing to the
I don't think he's
Steelers
looking
last week.
amazing at all, by all means. I think that they are going to get routed by the Ravens and the Steelers. I think they're going to be the two that continue to take it home for that.
Yeah. What about the
And
Bengals, though, man? Like, what are they
man,
doing?
I see that. I'm still waiting to see what happens with Joe Burrow. I mean, is this man hurt or is he not hurt? Like, because that's what I think
got
is
got his
the
money
nagging
and
question.
said,
Because well, right, exactly, and at this point, I don't know whether to be a full blown hater or just kind
mhm.
of like feel bad for him because I'm like,
Yeah,
he's obviously hurt. He's not healthy, but he's playing. That's the
getting
thing.
through.
So if you're healthy, I mean, if you're hurt, sorry, if you're hurt, don't play because obviously he's hurting his team by not
Yeah,
playing to the best visibility.
yeah, for sure.
So I don't know what's going on there. Hoping for the boy though. Hoping for the boy. He's a solid man, solid player. You know, but we'll see. He's getting beat in that division by the Browns, so that's pretty
Yeah,
depressing as a whole
it's
in
not
general. So
tough to watch. Tough. They
yeah,
won
tough to
last
watch.
night. They won the last game last night,
Yeah,
but
scraped one
it was
away,
still,
but
yeah, it was tough to
scraped it
watch that.
away. Scraped it away. Tough
Yeah,
game to watch for
a
sure.
lot of
Tough on the
punts, a lot
eyeballs.
of punts, a lot of
Oh
field
yeah.
goals.
But all right, guys, that was first quarter action. We'll see you for quarter two here in a second. We're back, guys, with quarter two action underway. NFL top storylines currently. What you seeing, Isaiah? There's a lot of crazy stuff going on
A
out there.
lot of
I
crazy.
have a favorite topic that I'm not like super interested in, but I'm interested in why. So
And why? Okay.
in why?
I'm
What
interested
you
to
got?
hear what you got, but straight up to start with, the big game, the big blowout, 50 piece, blow them out by 50, put 70 on their head. The Miami
Ooh,
Dolphins. I mean, 70 points, 726 yards. They scored the Broncos in one game, and they've scored more all season. So I mean, that's impressive.
yeah,
Shout out to Tyreek Hill, Tua, and I can't
yeah.
really
No,
say his last
that
name
was
too
a
well, but
super man.
it
I
was
hate them
crazy,
boys,
man.
but it was fun. It was fun to watch
Yeah.
because I'm like, and then at the end of it, I'm thinking, okay, like he's for sure going for the 73, which actually
Uh-huh.
there was a false narrative being pushed that the record that they were trying to beat was 72, and there
Uh-huh.
actually is a game that scored 73-0. So apparently 73 is actually the record. So
The
they would have
record.
tied the record.
So
So
okay,
I don't know
yeah.
if maybe that's why he didn't even go for it, or because he knew that, or he was
He
genuinely
should have
like,
gone
nah,
for
I'm
it,
not
man.
trying to make the record.
He
I
used to
probably
coach
would
for the
have, honestly.
Broncos.
I mean, at that point, dude, you
Yeah.
already ran up the score, bro. You ran it up to 70 points.
70,
You
yeah.
ran it up.
70
Like
points.
that score is
That's
ran the hell up.
that's some crazy numbers. 70
No, it's
points in
like
an NFL football game. These are
you can't
grown men.
tell me that
They
that's
do for a
is
living.
not ran up. So it's like,
Dude.
what's 3 more points, dude? Might as well put 100 on
Yeah.
them. Like I
They
think,
ran the ball
who
for
said that?
350
Somebody said
yards.
that. I think Robbie Anderson actually said that. Like, shoot, once we
Oh,
hit
did he?
70, might as well hit 100. It's
Oh,
like
God, that's what we try to do. Why
it's
not?
like really though, man. You're already
We're trying to
damn near
embarrass
there.
them.
Yeah. So that
Yeah.
was definitely one of the more exciting games that I've seen in
Yeah.
probably ever. I mean, I don't know. I hate, like I said, I hate the Dolphins, so it's kind of like weird to watch
You're gonna
that.
hate
But it
them.
was
You're
like,
gonna hate them next week.
hey,
This
I
week.
think they're gonna be in for a rude awakening this week with my Buffalo boys up there, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we'll see. They
You
got to
know,
go.
we'll see.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
we'll
all the way
see.
from Miami all the way up to Buffalo. But it's not cold yet. It's not super cold, so it's all good.
No,
Also
no, it'll be all
Christian
good.
McCaffrey Christian McCaffrey extended his touchdowns to 12 straight games. So that's the most in 49ers history, passing Jerry Rice, which is like, obviously a Hall of Famer. So it's safe to say that soon, one day, hopefully not too soon, but Christian McCaffrey will be in the Hall of Fame. I think that's very likely to happen. I mean, dude's
Yeah, no,
dude's a
I think that's
playmaker when
safe
he
to
gets that
say.
ball.
I
Yeah.
think that's safe to say for sure. I think what he's actually done a pretty good job of, he's helped reshape the running back game in general,
Yeah.
because
Uh-huh.
you have the problem right now with running backs going on and on about these contract issues, right? Not
Not
getting the
getting
money that
paid.
they deserve.
Yeah.
Well, guess what? There's running backs out there like Christian McCaffrey, Travis Etienne. There's running backs that are catching it out of the field, and they are going to get paid the big bucks because they do
Yeah.
have
Instead of just running it
that dual
downhill.
part of it. I mean, they have the dual action in their game. I mean, when you're just a downhill runner, that's not enough anymore, unfortunately.
Yeah.
So you do got to
No.
be a running back that catches out of that out of the backfield, and if you can't, you're not gonna get paid the big bucks, and probably not even signed. I
Yeah.
think one of my top storylines right now that is a pretty interesting one is the Aaron
Mm.
Rodgers saga going down, and then you got your man Zach Wilson stepping
Oh
into the
Lord.
action. I mean,
Stepping. I don't
we
know. I
already
don't know if
had
he's
Zach
stepping in.
Wilson, so yeah, we already had him. So I mean, it's like it's not like we're new to Zach Wilson, but at the
Yeah.
same time, it's like, man, like, was this dude this bad like when he was in the first time?
Man,
Because
I feel like he wasn't though. He was, but he wasn't. Like, I think they gave him the pass because he was like a rookie and he was still learning, but
right,
dude is
right.
struggling hard and they just look
And he was a top pick,
awful.
so it's almost like you want to hope that it's just because
Yeah.
he's young, and because you're like, yeah, that's the hopium, getting injected in you, because you're like, all right, shit, I
Yeah.
hope
Yeah.
this
Yeah.
guy makes it. Like, but yeah, no, he has been pretty depressing,
Yeah. No.
and I'm sure you've seen all the debacles that they've been having on the sideline over there in
Every week.
New
Screaming.
Jersey, and yeah, so I don't know. I think that's probably one of the more interesting stories of the year to me, because we went into this season with so many people already writing it off. Oh, AFC East, Jets, Aaron Rodgers, and
I
now
was one of
they're
them.
not even
I
going to
was one
be
of them.
right. And
Yeah.
then look how fast that changed with just one person going down, which that is
Yeah.
your biggest piece. It is your most influential piece for sure. I mean, that was a
Yeah.
moral breakdown with
Yeah. I mean, the
what
defense is
happened.
they're holding it together, but I mean that offense is just I think
Yeah. Another
yeah.
storyline I
Speaking of
think is
offense,
interesting is that boy in Chicago. Rough
could be
start
the
for
coaching.
him. It could be the coaching. He says it could be the coaching. Then comes back and says, "Oh, y'all took that out of context. It's not what I said." I don't know.
Man,
That
I could
quote, I
honestly,
heard that
it could be
quote.
a mixture of both.
So
It could be a mixture of both.
it could definitely be a
Everybody's not
mixture of
really
both.
doing their
I am
jobs.
not sitting here saying that Justin Fields has the best coaches in the world. I am not saying that Justin Fields has the best weapons in the world. I'm not saying that he has the best organization in the world. I'm not saying nothing.
Yeah.
But what I am saying is this man did, in fact, blame his coaching in that press
Straight
conference. So
up.
there's no
You think he made that coach quit?
sidestepping that. I think he immediately afterwards regretted saying what he said because at the end of the
Oh,
day,
yeah. I mean,
it is the
you're gonna blow
NFL.
that up no matter
There is a
what.
lot of, like they say, you got to do your 111th on that field, and they don't say the 112, which is really the coaching, because at the end
Yeah.
of the day, like like you said, could be a little
They're the
coaching
ones
for
calling
sure.
it. Yeah, they're the ones
They're the
calling
ones
it.
calling it, but you know, he's getting paid the big bucks, and he's the leader of the team,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
he is a top draft pick that they uh, invested in. So
Mm.
definitely not a good start for the QB. But
No, not
one
at
thing
all,
that I
man.
actually do want to get to, my most interesting topic,
Yeah,
and it
let's hear this.
definitely most is Travis Kelsey a Swiftie, or is this man wanting to just be the next pop star? What's the situation here? What do you think's
You
going on
know,
over there in Kansas City? You think my man, he got 2 Super Bowl rings on his finger, and he's just like, you know what, I'm going
he's
into
trying
the
to
pop
find out
world.
what's next, man. He's very
He's trying.
animated, very electric guy. He was on
He
TV.
is. He is
He had
electric.
a
I
TV
do
show
listen.
back in the day.
Yeah, I do love
Yeah,
listening
so
to him.
this
He
is
is funny on.
yeah,
Hey,
this
his
is
podcast with his brother is actually a
it's
pretty solid
yeah,
one.
really good. Yeah. Yeah.
But this move, I just like, it's hard for me to
I don't know.
understand
Yeah, I don't
really
know.
kind of what this is. And then your man, Bill
That
Belichick, says he has a lot of big catches in his career, and this might just be
yeah.
the biggest. And I
Bill
can't
Belichick's
say
got a
that
big
Bill is
crush.
not wrong on that one, because
Yeah.
this is definitely the biggest catch that he ever had.
Yeah.
Just
People
because
go
it's like,
crazy for Taylor Swift.
bro, there's so many Swifties out there.
Pretty
I am not
interesting.
trying to gain negative light. I am not one of them. I'm not a huge Taylor Swift guy. I'm not a hater, but not a Swiftie. But yeah, I thought this storyline was one of the more interesting ones to kind of like take over, because definitely been one of the more talked about.
Yeah,
Obviously,
yeah.
as you just saw in that last graphic, you got Travis's merch going crazy. You got people like Bill Belichick, who doesn't even have emotions, talking about it. You got it's like it's obviously taking the world
It's
by
everywhere
storm
on
right
social
now.
media.
You got
Yeah.
girls that never even turned on the TV to a
Watch
football game,
football,
probably
yeah.
tapping in just to see, when it goes to Taylor Swift and Travis's mom over there in the press box.
Yeah,
So
what a duo.
yeah,
What a
what a
duo.
duo.
The
But
two
yeah,
of
anyways,
them.
guys, that's second quarter action for you. A lot of interesting stuff. We'll be staying updated as the weeks go. We'll catch you in the third quarter here in just a second. All right, everyone. While we have you here for a split second, we're going to talk about cold kicks. We've told you every week so far, they're the best kicks on the market. Literally, the best kicks in Austin. He can ship them out to you. So really, if you want them in, Boise, Idaho, he's got you. Best
Mm.
shoes literally on the market. Follow him at Cold Kicks,
Shoes, shirts,
coldkicks.com.
t-shirts. They
The
got you,
best.
man.
He's
They
got you,
got
man.
you.
He's the coolest, dude. He's the
Hats.
coolest. He got you quick and easy.
Got
Best
you, man.
deals, monthly giveaways. Literally follow him, and you'll literally get put in a giveaway. It's that literally easy. Literally. Follow
Join
Cold
and get some
Kicks.
shoes, man.
You want to get some shoes? coldkicks.com. Quarter three action, guys. We're back. Let's get a little bet slip action. Let's talk a little gambling. We haven't
A
talked
little
gambling on
money.
the show yet. We're gonna mix it in because I'm a degenerate. Isaiah, I know you're not really on my degeneracy level
Not
yet, but I'll get you there
nah,
throughout the
not
season,
really.
because we'll start hitting some bets, and then I'll get you in. I'll get you locked in on it.
Hey,
But
man, I'm all about the money, man. I'm on the money team,
hey, all
dog. So
about the money. See, so
let's
let's
do
throw
it,
up some
man.
spreads. Let's check out all the action this weekend. So
Yeah,
as you can
man.
see,
It's
that first game of the weekend, the Lions and the Packers, it's a pick 'em. Vegas don't know which way to go. Me, I don't know which way I'm
Bryce
leaning on
got
that
the
either. So
answers.
I'm not
Ha.
touching. I'm not touching that. But that's the only pick 'em of the week. All others are decided by Vegas. And
Yeah.
that one, I'd say if I'm leaning, I'm gonna honestly go with the Lions, just because I think they got a lot of good things cooking up there. So I don't
Yeah,
know about that one, but as you can see from the slate, there is a lot of spreads of 3. I do
they're
not
close
like
games,
touching.
man.
I do not
Close.
like. I do not like touching spreads of less than really 7 unless it's gonna be basically a pick 'em. If I'm picking somebody to win outright, that's cool. But if I'm picking a spread less than 7, I'm probably just gonna hit the money line. I just want them to win outright. I'm not gonna try to cover anything
Yeah,
under 7.
yeah.
So, I don't like really touching a lot of those games, but yeah, so as you can see from the spreads above, a lot of close games, Vegas are thinking. And
A
if you
lot.
notice something else, what I noticed cruising through this, a lot of super low over-unders, and I don't mean super, super low. They're not insanely low, but it seems like they are a little lower than normal. You got a
Low
lot in the
40s.
mid, low 40s, yeah. So
Yeah.
usually, you have a lot more, low 50s mixed in there, high 40s. You really got that low 40s action kinda, it looks about 43, 44 seems to be the average, so,
Mhm.
a lot of
Bryce
low
is hitting
scoring
the
games, they're
over,
thinking.
over, over, over.
I got a couple overs. I got a couple overs on my bet slip. So,
Yeah.
don't kid yourself. But yeah, no. So,
Don't kid yourself.
what are
I
you
won't,
thinking? What are
trust
you
me.
thinking if you were to slap a bet on one of these out right now? What are you hammering? What's a
I
lock?
mean,
What's something to put the mortgage on?
hey, I would never go that far, but if
Totally
I
joking.
had
I'd
to
never put the
say
mortgage on anything that you said to me ever or anybody else, and I don't expect anybody that's listening to even bet the mortgage. That's totally a joke, not financial advice. Wouldn't tell y'all to ever follow what
please
I
don't,
do.
please,
You
yeah,
might
please
actually
don't
wanna
follow
fade
that.
me. Hey, I might be the
Faded
professional
like
fade. I might be the professional fade, but what you got? What's a lock you see? What are you thinking?
man, so I just don't mess with it too much. But if I was a betting man based off last week, and what I saw from the Astro Dobbs himself and the Arizona Cardinals. Well,
Okay.
that says plus 14. I don't know, man. They came off a good
It
win,
does, covering
but they
2
are playing the
touchdowns. Covering
49ers,
2 touchdowns, but,
Yeah, but it's the
49ers have won
49ers.
by pretty good amounts, but, I
Yeah,
mean,
but
I feel you. The Cardinals did a good job covering, last week.
could be a close
So,
one, man.
no, it really could be. It really could
Josh
be.
Dobbs getting it together, man.
No, they're not
Running,
terrible.
running and
They're not
passing, yeah.
terrible. I'll go ahead and throw my slip up there. So we'll go ahead and let the people see what your boy's doing this week and what you
Where's
got in the
Bryce's head
tank.
at?
Where my head's at. So I really got 3 main picks that I wanted to share with the crew being y'all. Everybody's the crew. But,
Shout out.
didn't wanna give you my full slip because I do got a couple little extras, couple wild ones. I don't wanna get roasted. So I'll give you my good 3 locks. I give you my 3 locks of the week going into week 4 action. I got the
Yep.
Dolphins Bills over. I got over 51.5. And I know that over under was 53.5. Luckily, I'm able
It
to
dropped
buy 2
down.
points. I bought it down. No, I bought it down. I'm gonna go
Okay,
buy
okay,
2 points.
okay.
Yeah, so you can buy 2 points. It makes the odds a little worse. I'll take a little less worse, or a little worse odds for a little less of a number to hit. It's just, it's money, man. It's
He's
money.
trying to get
Money.
the
If it
money.
makes like 50 Cent said, if it make money, it makes sense. So
Hey,
I
I
got over
agree.
51 and a half. I got over 51 and a half Dolphins Bills. I got over 40 for Steelers Texans. And if you've noticed in their last matchups, the Texans speaking, they have let a lot of touchdowns up. They've let up
Dude,
a lot of touchdowns.
CJ
They've
Stroud.
scored a good
Yeah.
amount of points. CJ Stroud stepping up in the saddle, doing his thing. So
Yeah,
they've been
he's
scoring
getting
a little
he's
bit,
getting
but they let up score. So that might be a solid team to
yeah,
follow
he's
the
getting
over
it.
with. That's what I like to do. I always like following a certain team or a handful of teams throughout the season that I've kind of like got comfortable with betting. You know how they play, you know
Yeah,
how their actions really going
yeah.
to rock and roll. The Texans, they
Mhm.
let up a lot of points and have been scoring some points. So might be a solid over throughout the season, depending on the matchup. I got over 40 in this matchup. I bought 2 points again. It was over 40
Think
or it was
that'll be a
over
good
under
one.
42. Bought the 2 points to over 40. Third pick, third in the slip, I got Ravens +3. Did not buy any points. I took the straight up +3, what it said at. I think the Ravens cover that. I think the Ravens are one of those teams that I think kind of start to separate themselves in their division. I think
Mm-hmm.
that they are gonna, get healthy. They're gonna get healthier. They're gonna get better. Lamar will get in his groove as the weeks
I hope he
progress,
does.
and I just can't in any world see how the Browns are taking care of the Ravens like that. I mean, +3, losing by 3, losing by a field goal, I could see it. Losing by a touchdown
Yeah.
or more, can't see it. Just like I said, the way Deshaun Watson has been playing this season, I just,
He'll turn it over. Yeah, he'll turn it over a few
yeah,
times.
he's going to turn it over. And, they don't got a terrible defense over there. So, I mean, he's definitely going to be, um, he's gonna be having some fits with
He's
Lamar and
gonna be
them
held in
boys.
check. Yeah, it'll
Yeah.
be a fun game. I do think the Browns will win now. I will say that. I do
So
think
you
the
take the
Browns will
Browns in that matchup straight up money line right now.
win. Yeah. Honestly, yeah, they're playing at home. The secondary for the Ravens isn't the best right now. They're giving up like a lot of fantasy wise. They give up a lot of the sixth most points. So
Right.
could be a good.
Yeah.
Could be a good game. Could not be.
I think
Uh,
I'm more hoping it is. It's a little hopium.
yeah.
I got a little love for Lamar.
Let's hope they
So
have fun, man. Let's hope they have fun and win us some money
let's just have fun, right? Let's just have fun.
and win some
Football's
money.
fun.
That's all we care about.
Football's fun. Win some money. Yeah. So if you want to win some money, maybe tag along with me or fade me.
He's
Like I
got
said,
him.
might
He's
be the
got him.
professional fade of the year. I might be the fade of the year. Hope they make that award. Maybe they make that award for me if I'm that good of a
Hey,
fade.
I might
So
get that one for you.
hell yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Hell yeah. But all right, guys, that's a bets, slips, and thoughts of the week going into week 4 action. That's your third quarter. We'll catch you in the fourth quarter here in a jiffy. All right, Red Zone Roundup fans, fourth quarter, hold up your fours, going into the last action of the day. Let's just get a little insight going into week 4 matchups, Isaiah. So,
Hey,
as you
hey,
can
hey.
see, we got first game of the weekend. We got the
Mm,
Lions going into Green Bay, Lambeau
mm.
Field, divisional matchup. You got the number 2 in the
Woo,
division taking on the number 1 in the
woo.
division. 7:15 Central Time. Friggin' Thursday night football. Yeet
Yeah,
yeet.
man.
Should be
Aaron
a good
Jones,
matchup, actually.
Christian Watson. I think they might play. I think this is going to be Christian Watson's first game back, so it'll be a good game, divisional game, like you said. Very,
Yep.
very fun,
Yep.
exploding offenses. But moving forward, Sunday, October 1st. Happy spooky
Mm.
month, everybody. We
Mm-hmm.
got the
Mm-hmm.
first international game of the year, all the way
Yes,
in
sir, we
London
do.
and Wembley Stadium. The
Yeah, we
Falcons
do.
at the Jaguars. That'll be
And
exciting to watch.
TBD if your boy's gonna be a spectator for that one. I might be
Oh
having
yeah,
to
8:30.
I might have to get my sleep for the Bills. Bills are at noon. I might have to get my beauty rest for that because
Yeah,
my boys need me
yeah,
for that. I'm an important
yeah.
factor. I'm at this point think I'm a big asset for the Bills. I need to be there, and for that I need to sleep in for the 8:30 game. But that will be awesome to get that first international game of the season
Oh yeah,
underway. So that'll be interesting. Always is.
yeah.
So definitely
Always.
interesting that that's a new
To
hopping thing.
start
I'm
the
glad they
morning
can make
off
it.
with the game. Yeah, that's always fun.
I feel like they're gonna start having games everywhere, like Italy, Mexico. Like I feel like they're gonna start making them things
Yeah.
everywhere.
Germany.
What if they
Yeah,
just
they're
created
going
like
everywhere.
a whole new NFL with like
Dude,
compromise of like
I
other
think there's been
teams?
talks of that. That would be crazy,
That'd be
like moving
crazy.
one of the teams out there. That would be
Yeah,
really weird.
yeah, just like different places all over the world. But
Yeah,
but yeah.
yeah.
So as you can see, a lot of divisional matchups this weekend. So 12 o'clock
Man,
slate, you got the
man.
Bills taking on the Dolphins. That's gonna be one of my more favorite matchups of the weekend. Like I was
Yeah.
just saying, got to get my beauty rest for that one. The boys better show up because I I do not want a 70 piece put on me. So, do I
Maybe
think
a
they will? Absolutely not, because we have a way better defensive front. I know you've been
yeah.
seeing them boys eating up
Yep.
there. So Tua will have a pretty daunting task for that. But I think we got a better secondary than a lot of people think as well. Which I mean, we're a pretty respectable secondary though, with pretty good bets. So I don't know why
Yeah,
people don't respect us like that, but they still toss the ball a lot, and they regret it
they
because,
do.
as you
Yeah.
can see in our last game, Sam Howell, he regretted a lot of them balls.
He's
So
threw three
I think
interceptions, four interceptions. What was that?
Or
The
and
big
I think that
touchdown.
I'm not
Oh
saying
man,
we're gonna do the same thing to Tua, but I do think
no,
that we will slow them down a little bit. Hopefully, man, we've already had Tyreek beat our ass, so we
dude.
already know
I
how
think
that dude
everyone's had
is.
that happen.
Yeah, so I mean, I think we're well aware of what he can do against us. So
Uh-huh. Yeah.
that's nothing really too insanely surprising there. But
Yeah, but
going down into that next divisional matchup that I wanted to actually talk about is, like we mentioned earlier, the Ravens are going into Cleveland. I think that is going to be a pretty tough game. Like I said, on the betting side, I'm siding with my boy Lamar, but that is going to be a tough task for him because I'm interested to see how the Browns uh, progression is with this whole Nick Chubb injury. I'm ready to see kind
mm,
of
Kareem Hunt,
how I'm ready to see how that works out for them, and I think it will because they just have a pretty solid run game in general.
they've
Have for a
always had a
while,
good run game. Yeah.
so yeah, right. So they have for a while. We'll see if that continues. I think it will. So that'll be a pretty tough task for the Ravens. Then the next
Yeah.
divisional matchup, you got another 12 o'clock slate. You get the Buccaneers going into New Orleans.
Bro. Bro, I'm so glad you brought that one up.
Yeah,
Dude,
what you thinking about that one?
Alvin Kamara's back.
Back in
He's back.
action. I've been seeing
He's
that.
back.
Hey,
But we got famous Jameis maybe starting. Gonna
that's what
eat
I've
a
been
W.
seeing.
Is he
Hey,
gonna eat a W?
I have no hate towards Jameis, man. I'm a Jameis guy. I
Yeah.
think he's a beast. I
He,
think people are haters, and I talked about this, and I think it was our first show, talking about the preseason. One of my
mm-hmm.
surprises was actually Jameis Winston. Dude
Jameis
looked good.
Winston. It was.
Uh,
It
dude
was.
looked
Yeah.
good on center, and I think
He's
if
gonna
Derek
air it
Carr
out,
can't
man.
play, if Derek Carr can't play, you got Jameis, man. I mean, and
Yeah.
like you just said, they got their boy back anyways. So now
Alvin
hand the reins to
Kamara,
that.
the
Yeah.
demon back.
And what's the deal with Williams? Is he gonna be healthy, full go this
Oh
week?
no, Jamal Williams is on the IR,
Yes,
man. He's done. Yeah. He's
Dunzo. What happened?
I'm not too sure. It could have been like a hamstring or ankle or something, but yeah, I'm not too sure if he's done for the year. But he's on the IR right now, so at least I
Damn.
think they just put him on last week or the week before, so 2 or 3 more games. Yeah,
Man, that
he's
is no way no.
tough luck for that guy. Yeah, new team
Yeah,
already
no.
out.
Yeah,
But
no,
Mike
I mean,
Evans and
jeez.
Marshawn Lattimore, that's gonna be a feisty matchup. Every time I feel like I watch that game, I'm seeing punches thrown. Someone's getting ejected or someone's getting fined the next week. It's like it's
Right.
always gonna happen between the two. So it's gonna be a good little
Yeah.
matchup
No,
between
yeah.
those
That'll
guys.
be another good matchup for sure. And then another good 12 o'clock slate matchup. You got Washington traveling to Philadelphia. Another good division,
Mm,
number 3 in the division going to the number 1. But I think
yeah.
Sam Howell kind of has a little bounce back week. Hopefully he gets right. Like I said, he just got tore up by my boys in Buffalo. So, well, in his home, he got tore up. So hopefully this dude did a lot of reflection on some of the turnovers he had, because I don't
Dude,
think
he's
Philadelphia will take the ball like we did, but you can't sleep on them either. So
nine sacks, man.
they have
9 sacks.
great front. The Eagles got great front too, so they got to worry about
Good.
sacks. They got to worry about the same thing with the sack problem over there. Not as much secondary, but they have just as good as a defensive front over there in Philadelphia than they do as we do in Buffalo. I mean, I'll
Yeah,
stand by that.
man. Jalen
They
Carter's a dog. He's literally his
Great
dog.
pickup,
Georgia.
obviously, that ended up working out for him because,
Uh-huh.
uh, by the frigging God, I guess. God
Yeah,
was
God,
thinking about the
God
Eagles.
pulled through for him.
He
Yeah,
pulled
it's
through
crazy how
for
that
sure.
happened, man. Defending Super Bowl, defending NFC champs, get the guy who came off a championship run in NCAA football. I mean, yeah, he's a
Yeah,
beast, man.
yeah,
To give up 9 sacks last week, I think it's
yeah.
going to be a tough day for old Sam Howell.
Yeah, no, that was probably a rough day in the film room, I'd imagine. So, I bet that line they didn't get breakfast that morning. Sam didn't buy them no
No,
breakfast that morning. He did
no,
not.
no.
He called them, told them he was skipping breakfast. He said, "No thanks, I don't eat breakfast today." But
Maybe next week.
yeah, maybe next week we'll see how they do. But all right, guys, we're gonna get into our last segment of the day, and we are going to get last minute thoughts, remarks, thoughts on the recap. What you got going into next week? Any thoughts? Any top matchups you're looking at? Top players, fantasy football? Don't even want to go there. Glad we didn't even talk about that because that is no way no for your boy either. So
You know, fantasy
maybe my
football has
GM
been a
skills
little
aren't
tough.
there. Maybe I should stick
It's
to like broadcasting. Maybe not no GM.
yeah.
Maybe no GM role for me.
I've
So
been looking at your teams the past few years. They can be a little bit better. I don't know if it's because you're getting late draft picks, but yeah, fantasy football has been a little hectic for me. I'm
I have
actually
been getting
doing pretty
late
good.
draft picks. I'm not gonna blame the system, not gonna blame the GM, not gonna blame anybody but myself because ultimately it is me. But been having
Making the
things working
picks, you're
against me
right.
too. So, just saying. But your boy will always be here, always be a tough matchup. You beat me this week, but barely.
Got
So,
him. Barely. Yeah, it's my guy Bryce always seems to put up a fight somehow, so I can't blame him.
I know, but it always has to let me down, dude. It doesn't ever have to let anybody else down. Like I'm always the guy like that. I got the tightest matchup of the week, and then get blown out, or the one like we had, and I'm like, okay, making my way all the way back, and then last minute, you know, you
Crazy.
know how it
Yeah,
goes. I
yeah,
can't win in
really
this world.
crazy.
I can't win. It's tough. But I got a few.
Speaking of crazy,
Okay, what?
let's hear these top picks,
No,
man.
no. What?
Let's hear these top picks. What you got?
Top picks, top picks, top picks. You talking pick of the week action? That's what you're talking.
Yeah, let's hear it, man. Let's hear what you got. Your
All
top
right,
pick.
all right, all
Who's
right.
gonna win,
Busting
man?
in. Isaiah's been
Because you
waiting
know
on
I'm
this the
undefeated.
whole episode. He's been waiting on it the whole episode. So we'll go ahead and bust into it. Pick of the week. Isaiah is 3-0. That boy is undefeated. Me,
Hey,
I just caught my first little dub. So I'm scraping my way through. But pick of the week. I'm gonna take the Jaguars. First international game of the year, 8:30 a.m. They're gonna be up when the crows literally caw. So these boys are gonna get it over there, and they're gonna keep my streak rolling. We're gonna go into week 4 through week 4, and I'm gonna get my second win. What's your pick of the week?
hey, I love the optimism, but me on the other hand, 3-0. I feel like I always got to say my record for some reason, but yeah, 3-0. I'm a dip off into a little tougher game. I know it's they're coming off that huge win, the Dolphins. So I'm gonna roll with the Dolphins this week. Buffalo's favorite to win, like you said, the over setting at 53, I think you said. So it's gonna be a high flying game. But man, I think Dolphins are gonna roll up into Buffalo and they're gonna get it done, man. They're gonna get it done.
Yeah.
It's 62 degrees right now. It's like in the 60s. It's not super cold. So
No, it's great
it's not gonna
weather.
affect
Perfect
them, man.
weather. Perfect football weather up there. And I think it's gonna be
Oh
a tough
yeah.
game. I think it'll be a good one. I'm nervous. I'm interested to see it. And it's a big divisional game for us. We need it. We've
Yeah,
already
it'll be
lost that
fun.
division. So but all right, there you have it. We're gonna see if Isaiah keeps the streak alive. And that is another episode of Red Zone Roundup. If you're still here, go ahead and give us a follow. Follow us on all the things at Red Zone Roundup, Twitter, X, whatever you want to call it, YouTube, TikTok. We became TikTokers. So go
Hey,
ahead and give us a
TikTok,
follow.
TikTok.
Give your boys a little shout out. Go ahead and follow Cold Kicks while we're thinking about it. And also while I'm
Get them
thinking about the
kicks, man.
shirt, beautiful shirt you see me wear every week, VC Sports. Go ahead and get you a shirt, a little bit of sports apparel. Shout out. A little bit of shout out over
Hey,
there
he's
too.
fly, man. Fly guy.
Fly guy Bryce. But anyways, thanks for attending, guys. We'll catch you next week.